So the quote of the day is, be patient, be diligent, consistency is the key. And that's from Frank Mir. I think I'm pronouncing that right. I feel like I've heard that before, that last name before. Anyway, and the reason I picked it is just because I feel like the last couple of years with all of this slow down, being mindful, less punishment, less doom spiral, less, just negative reinforcement of, imposter syndrome and not feeling good enough and not being productive enough and all of that stuff is starting to really yield some really good results for me across the board with my kids, with my family life, with, home stuff, with work stuff, with content stuff. And I had started feeling a little bit stressed out at work because I've been focusing on so many side projects and process development and big events and things like that, where I was starting to feel like other people thought that I wasn't able to keep up with regular stuff. And since the event wrapped up that I did over Labor Day weekend, I wrapped all of that up. And then I proceeded to go through all of the stuff, all of my regular work stuff, plus all of the stuff that had built up over, I would say, at least 3 months, if not 6 months or longer. And I was like, and I'm going to go through this pile of stuff, and I'm going to go through this pile of stuff, and then I'm going to incorporate some other big regular things. One of the things I'm doing is doing physical inventory. It's never really been done in the way that I am doing it right now. And, making sure that's getting built into my regular workflow, because I don't have, we don't have the capacity to just drop everything, conduct a complete physical inventory, and then go back to regular business. We just do not have the staff. We don't have the capacity. And I have to figure out a way to incorporate that into my weekly rotation. Like, there has to be a way to fit it in. And I figured it out. It's just every time other things take over, I have to back burner that. And it's the same thing with my preservation work. Every time I get called in to help with big projects or to help develop processes or discover problems that I then have to wait on, like the preservation and the inventory stuff have to get backburnered because shelving and processing new materials and, relabeling things and checking in cereals and doing all of this other stuff that has to get done every single day. Those are the things that can always be put at the bottom of the priority list. And so getting through my piles, getting all of the stuff caught back up, and then starting to get back into the swing of preservation and inventory with all of the regular stuff, I've just been zooming through some stuff. It's been really, really satisfying because a lot of stuff that was waiting has had their questions answered in that 3 to 6 months that things have been building up. And it's just really, really rewarding to have it be like, because I'm like, in theory, all of this is manageable. In theory, I know that I can handle all of this stuff, but I have to be able to prove it by getting off of these other big, short-term, fast turnover kind of things. And the last couple of weeks, it's just been like, done, 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 done. Look at me go. And so it's really nice, even though I feel very subdued this morning because I am tired because I stayed up too late and deprived myself of sleep. And the fact that it was 6 days instead of 5 days. Anyway, it's just one of those things where it's like, I knew I could do this. I knew I could. And here's the proof. And my numbers will reflect that. And the look of my workspaces will prove that, that kind of stuff. And so it's just, it's like, I know deep down inside, I can do all of these things. But just having the proof to be like, look what I did, guys. Look at it. Not that they really doubt me, but like, I think when the visual cues of buildup are there, people start to worry. Not necessarily like, oh, you're not capable of keeping up, but like, are you sure you can keep up? Being able to be like, look what I did. And so that's nice. And then just, getting stuff done around the house. I've been slacking on a few things because I've been dealing with everything else for so long. It's just going to be nice getting a lot of that stuff, like getting the grass mowed, getting the Halloween stuff set up. Yes, I'm behind, but also I was working on other things too. So I haven't really gotten upset about those things. It's just, my goal is always trying to get set up for Halloween in September. And there was just stuff to do over several weekends and other things that took priority. And so it's fine. And I will still leave that stuff up probably till mid-November because I can and I want to. But, a full month of Halloween stuff is great. It's fantastic. So anyway, that's what I've been up to. Getting back into the regular swing of things. It's the figuring out how to incorporate new stuff into regular workflows that really bogs me down, because the goal is always to streamline and make it efficient. And so when I have to go back and forth with, well, what about this? And what about that? And okay, let's go forward with this. Oh no, we have to wait on that. And it's just like, please let me just go do some work. Thanks for dropping in. If you want to hang out, I stream live on Twitch and YouTube Thursday evenings and middays on Sunday. I hope you have a lovely day, night, time, wherever you are, whenever you are. I'll see you next time.